Timeline I. The era of sky cities and ancient machines. The world broke apart in light. Elias felt the Chronos orb ignite in his palm, its temporal pulse wrenching reality sideways. The forest, the one he had guarded for centuries, shattered into a spiral of white and violet radiance. Sound bent, air twisted, time inhaled. Then, stillness. He stood upon a narrow pathway of polished alloy, its surface reflecting his fur-lined boots and weathered leather armor. Like a mirror forged from starlight. The air was thin and sharp, tinged with ozone and a metallic tang. Far below, the earth stretched in a dim haze of bruised clouds and distant flickers. Above him, cities floated. Massive structures shimmered with internal constellations of light, suspended effortlessly in the sky. Bridges of humming energy connected them, glowing veins in a colossal mechanical organism. The architecture curved like sculpted wind. Elegant. Impossible. Unbelievable, Elias breathed. His lightning, once thunderous and dominant, felt subdued here, like a storm whispering behind thick glass. The atmosphere itself vibrated with power. Not wild like magic. Refined. Controlled. Engineered. The orb pulsed warmly in response, as if amused. The Solarians. He quickly drew attention. Not because he moved, but because he did not belong. The beings walking the luminous platforms were tall and graceful, their skin carrying a faint metallic sheen. Their eyes glowed softly, silver, gold, pale blue, like distant stars, caught beneath translucent lids. They moved with precise fluidity, each gesture economical, deliberate. They observed him without hostility, but also without warmth. One approached. Taller, silver-eyed. "You are not catalogued," she said, her voice calm, modulated, layered faintly with harmonic undertones. Elias raised a brow. "I have never been fond of catalogues." Her gaze shifted to his pocket, to the orb. Temporal artifact detected. Pre-ascension origin. He folded his arms. "That would be me." She studied him longer than comfort allowed. "I am Lyra, archivist of early Earth. There are fragmented references to a Thunderhand in the pre-Bleakland eras." Elias smirked. Faintly. "Fragmented, huh? History degrades when the world burns." He glanced down. The Earth's surface, the Bleaklands, was scarred. Swaths of ashen plains, fractured continents, faint glowing scars where something ancient had once erupted. "You abandoned it." "We ascended," Lyra corrected. "Survival required evolution." Before Elias could reply, the sky trembled. The awakening. A low, harmonic alarm rippled across the platforms, melodic chimes woven with urgency. Elias stepped toward the edge. The mists below churned. Something enormous moved beneath them. The clouds split. A serpentine head emerged, vast and scaled in sickly green luminescence. Its eyes burned like twin cores of corrupted energy. Its body coiled upward endlessly, blotting out the horizon. "A Giga serpent," Lyra said evenly. "Dormant since the first collapse." "Dormant does not mean dead," Elias muttered. The creature's aura rippled outward, a wave of disruptive force. Nearby energy. Bridges flickered violently. Smaller platforms destabilized and dropped, spiraling into the mist. Below, Solarians moved with controlled efficiency, but Elias saw it, the hesitation in their luminous eyes. "Your weapons?" he asked. "Ineffective. Its scales absorb kinetic output. Its core emits destabilizing frequencies that disrupt our systems." "Meaning you built cities for order, not For monsters. The serpent lunged higher, jaws opening wide enough to swallow an entire sky platform. Elias exhaled slowly. Figures. Lightning against the future. Get your people clear of this sector, Elias said, his voice no longer casual. It carried the old authority. The battlefield tone. Lyra did not argue. As evacuation commands transmitted silently across neural networks, Elias stepped onto a drifting platform fragment. Blue light began to gather around his hands. It felt different here. Denser. Sharper. As though the future itself was feeding his storm. He leaped. For a heartbeat, he was nothing but a streak of lightning tearing through sterile skies. The Giga serpent roared, a sound ancient enough to shake memory itself. Elias did not aim for its armored scales. He aimed for the glow. Bright nodes along its body pulsed irregularly, energy vents where its disruptive aura originated. He struck the first. Thunder exploded across the sky. The serpent shrieked, coils lashing violently. Debris scattered like meteors. Elias twisted midair, avoiding a snapping maw large enough to swallow cities. Miss me, he muttered, slamming lightning into the second node. The sky flashed blue against green. From the platforms, Solarians watched, data streams flooding their vision, systems unable to categorize what they were seeing. Lyra activated an ancient scanner buried deep in archival systems. Energy reading anomalous. Temporal resonance detected. Multi-epoch signature. She whispered, almost to herself. He is not just from the past. He carries time. The final strike. The serpent's body convulsed, thrashing against gravity itself. Entire bridges collapsed under the shockwaves. Elias hovered before its massive head, lightning crackling so intensely the air screamed. All right, you oversized relic, he growled. Let us end this. He drew in power. Not just lightning. Memory. Every battle. Every timeline. Every survival. The orb flared in his pocket, resonating with his storm. He dove straight toward the creature's primary core, just behind the skull, where the energy converged in violent spirals. He drove his fist forward. Impact. Light swallowed the sky. A detonation of blue and white ruptured the serpent's aura. Its roar fractured into silence as its colossal body convulsed, then collapsed backward into the mists. Below, the green glow faded. The sky cities steadied. Wind returned. Silence lingered. The legend reborn. Elias landed hard on the platform, one knee striking alloy. Lightning flickered faintly along his arms before dissipating. The Solarians approached cautiously. No alarms. Now, only soft harmonic tones, reverent, almost musical. Lyra stepped forward. You are Thunder Hand, she said. Not myth, not corrupted data. Living continuity. Elias stood slowly. I prefer Elias. She tilted her head. Your existence alters our historical framework. Would not be the first time. She studied him, then asked quietly, why intervene? He looked out at the horizon where the serpent had fallen. Because it needed doing. A simple answer. The orb pulsed. Again. Warmer. Stronger. Calling him onward. Lyra noticed. You are leaving. I never stay long. She hesitated. A rare break in Solarian composure. Will we see you again? Elias gave a faint, tired smile. If your future gets interesting enough. The Kronos orb ignited. Light swallowed him once more. And high above the ruined earth, in cities of metal and memory, the Solarians added a new entry to their archives. Thunderhand. Confirmed. Temporal. Entity. Protector across eras. And somewhere beyond time, Elias fell toward his next storm.